here we are. Welcome everyone to another day of casting Alchemy League Season 6. Hello Otter, welcome. And speaking of Otter, let's take a look at the games we're going to be casting today. As you can see, the first one, let me just... No, it's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that way you should be able to see it better. So, as I was saying, the first game is going to be the Otter... Sorry, not the first game. The first set is going to be the Otter one against Johnny Walrus. We're then going to have Max Power against Maxymczech. And for the final set, we'll be having Metalmania and Flying Mouse. So, Otter, speaking of the music in the intro, I thought of that. It's just one time I had some music playing while streaming, and basically Twitch sent me an email saying, "Hey, you do that again, you're going to get a DMCA." So I'm a little bit scared of having music in my videos at the time for the time being. So either I find something which is copyright free, or I don't know. But yeah, I'll have to. Wait, so if you use game soundtracks, that doesn't apply? Is that it? Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. Oh, yeah, that's a good... Ooh, okay, yeah, I'm going to use that. There's actually some games with very good soundtracks, especially old ones. I'm really thinking about the medieval game soundtrack, the first one. There are a couple of good ones there. Anyway, thank you for the tip, Otter. So let's first introduce the guy. So Otter has played in basically every season of the tournament. I think he only skipped season 2, but that one was not played on custom maps. It was kind of a big one. It was played on standard maps. Granted, we played maps which are normally not that played, despite being standard. But yeah, it wasn't a custom map tournament in that season. As you can see, he has a highest of 1700, currently sitting F1550, but he is a very good deathmatch player, so the longer the game goes, the better he becomes, basically. So do not trust too much the elo, because he can be much higher than this. And he is, as you can see, from Germany. His opponent is going to be Johnny Walrus, who is around 1500, is actually at his highest at the moment. He is a player from the United States, and I believe this is his first season playing. I've casted one of his sets for the previous sprint, but I don't remember casting him in any other season of the tournament. So he's basically a newcomer. Now that the players are introduced, let's look at the maps. We have the Thaw as our map for game 1, because this was played in round 5, or if you prefer, round 1 of sprint 2. And the Thaw was the map for game 1. For game 2, we're going to have Confluence. And it is interesting that Johnny Walrus, he went for random BAMs, as you can see. Now, as for civs, we have the usual 5 admin bans done randomly: Koreans, Spanish, Bulgarians, Georgians, and Franks. Well, all of these are pretty good saves. We haven't seen Bulgarians and Franks in the tournament, but Koreans, Spanish, and Georgians are definitely common picks we've seen a lot. Now, Otter went on to ban Lithuanians and Byzantines, got his Persians sniped, and was left with Malians, Saracens, and Mongols. On the other hand, we have Johnny Walrus, who went for Japanese and Italians, has his bans, got his Malay pick sniped, and was left with Huns, Cumans, and Incas. Let's see the maps. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so that's it for the introduction. Welcome, Tech. Good to see you here. So let me load up the game and change the scene, and we can start with our first game. Also, one sec, because I need to change something within the chat. There it is. Okay, here we go. And we have Otter in the yellow playing as the Saracens, and on the other side of the map, playing in the red as the Huns, is Johnny Walrus. And Johnny has already surprised me, because looking at his draft, I was expecting Incas on this map. But no, he chose to go Huns. Otter, on the other hand, going Saracens. I've already forgotten what other civs he had available. Okay, he had Malians and Mongols, and I could see people playing Malians on this one, so he surprises me as well. And that's mostly because I expect people to be playing infantry civs on this, or rather civs with very strong man-at-arm openings. And Huns and Saracens don't really strike me as two of those. Oh, Johnny stealing a sheep. Manages to get away. Idling Otter's TC. And thinking about it, I'm actually wrong, because ever since they changed the... Ooh. He gets another one. Otter is going to get that one back, I guess. Ooh, no. Okay, no, he's not going to get it back. Back to my point, they recently changed the base cost of the infantry by removing supplies as well. So technically, Huns, they could go for a man-at-arm opening. It's not going to be as strong as the civs, like, you know, Celts, Japanese. Wait, did he steal that boar? No, right? No, it was just in the front. Okay. But yeah, now man-at-arm opening is pretty much viable for every civ. Now the thing is, this is a pretty open map. And generally speaking, people will be going to shorefish, right? With mills. Especially here, Johnny could have a great milling spot. But being this open, not having houses, I'm not sure I like that, because it's going to be even harder to wall. Although that said, open map, Huns will have an amazing CA play, so they could also go for that if they want to. Okay, Johnny's coming forward with it. Oh, okay, forward barracks from Johnny. He is ahead in res collected, but that's not going to be the case for too long, because Otter is on fish, whereas yeah, Johnny is not on fish yet. But if he's going to build... Oh wait, no, he's not going to build the mill as his second building, because he's going to have the barracks. Ooh, and Otter is going to... Yeah, he's going to spot this. Won't be able to deny it, I guess. Ooh, no loom. Ooh. Okay, this is huge for Otter. Johnny quick walls. And okay, he's going to have his barracks up, but now Otter knows there's going to be a forward. And he will act accordingly. This ville is basically trapped. Okay, so Johnny is going to go for militia. He's not going to make militia on his way up to feudal to then get man-at-arms, which is what I would prefer in this situation, because with militia, you're not going to kill anything. Maybe if he had 3 militias by now, he could maybe find a kill on the woodline, but that's very unlikely. Oh, you thought this was his base? I mean... Oh, because there's a single lake. I mean, there are some lakes here in the middle. Yeah, that makes sense. And to be fair, I think this... Yeah, I think you had more space here in the back of your base compared to Johnny. So it would make sense for you to believe his base was slightly shifted to the left. I mean, I don't think you saw that. Yeah, you didn't see that back in the... towards the corner of the map, but still. Ooh, Johnny loses the scout and the militia to the TC. Okay, he gets Otter's scout, but I mean it's... Oh wait, he's going full militia, okay. Yeah, I mean, it does make sense with us, right? Because you do not need houses. So doing a prolonged Dark Age with full militia could be a play. The thing is, now Otter is just going to go on, well, skirmishes really, because he's not going to have the gold for archers. So overall, I kind of like this from Johnny Walrus. He's denying the gold, so yes, there's going to be skirmishers. But skirms, they're going to do, what, 2 damage to the militia? Sorry, 1 damage because they're going to be missing fletching. Okay, we have an archer, a single archer from Otter. Yeah, maybe Johnny went too crazy with the militia. If, let's say he stopped us at 6 militia, he would be up to feudal now. And then you can just make more militia as you're going up to feudal, because you have this amazing fishing spot. And now, if you're Johnny, I think you need to be walling your base a little bit. Oh, he was also long distancing goal instead of building a mining camp. Okay. Yeah, he's now making more militia as he's going up. I kind of like that. I don't like how he's losing units for free all over the map, but... Yeah, maybe just run around, avoid fighting, and then as you get to feudal, and you have maybe the gold for a man-at-arm upgrade, for which I would like to see a mining camp here, you can then make that switch. And honestly, with the way his eco is set up, doing this kind of play into scouts could be interesting. Because he delayed Otter's time to gold. Right? So Otter is going to have to go for skirmishers. Well, he's not making more because he has got the tower and he's walled everywhere else, so doesn't really need the military for the time being. But now you also see your opponent's base. You know he doesn't have a blacksmith, so you know there's no fletching. Going scouts behind this? Or fast castle, I guess? Yeah, I have no clue what Johnny is doing right now. He took down one house, which is not too bad. Okay, we got a blacksmith from Otter. He also made a market. He's Saracens, so he's going to be able to abuse that. And Johnny, yeah, we see scouts. He's pretty close to castle. He could just wall to the edge of the map. Does he know about the edge? I mean, Even if you do not see that. Yeah. I mean, it's one tile away, so you could imagine that's edge of map. Only now getting Loom. I mean, there was no pressure on Johnny, right? All the pressure has been on Otter. Killing the Spearman with the Man-at-Arms. He's still adding Man-at-Arms, okay. So Johnny is going very heavy on military. He's going to lose this militia though, because of the archers. And maybe at this point he could maybe consider adding a range himself, making some skirmishers. Hold until he gets to Castle Age, and then once you get to Castle Age you do have access to the cavalry archers, which will be able to take care of the scout or the feudal archers from Otter. But no, Johnny thought, well, I'm Hans, my stables work faster, let's just go scouts. I believe there's a hole between these two buildings, so he needs to be careful. He's still got 2 man-at-arms over here. Ooh, there are a couple of weak vills on the woodline, so... Ooh, yeah. Hole. 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 Hole? No? No hole? Really? Huh. Oh, well, there was one over there, so that's fine. Okay, Otter gets his first Vil kill of the game, I believe, yes. Yeah, this tower will go up. So the gold is going to be safe. And Johnny, I mean, the moment the market goes up, he's going to be up to Castle Age. So, all things considered, he's ahead in Rest Collected. He should be quite happy. Why is he not clicking? There we go. Yeah, and I think now you just drop an archery range. Right. Unless he wants to go knights. Okay, Man-at-Arms are going to come back here. They will not be able to kill the archers. Okay, yeah, there was a hole. Right. Okay, we do have an archer range. Skirmisher being made. Not the best food eco for the time being for Johnny. A lot of his farms were... Ooh. Yeah, he will lose wood access. So no safe woodline for Johnny. He's got quite a bit in the bank, so he could maybe buy 100 stone and drop a TC over here to get some wood and take it from there. Okay, he sent a lot of vills to gold instead, so he's probably going to just go full clown eco. Otter though, quite a nice eco behind this. It says 14 on food. Is he still taking some fish somewhere? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, Johnny gets to Castle Age. We should see... Oh, skirmishers. Okay. Okay, Johnny is opting for knights. I'm not a fan of that choice. Also, we need some people on wood, Johnny. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we have crossbows. But yeah, Otter is already adding camels. Yeah, and Johnny just calls the GG. Okay, so Otter takes the first game. Let's see statistics. Yeah, Otter is now ahead in rest collected, but Johnny was ahead for most of the game. So overall, despite the amount of resources he invested in Dark Age, his eco was working quite well. I think... Okay, so yeah, that hold on the boot line, as Johnny was trying to go up to castle, was not ideal. That said, the moment you see that hold, I think you just wall like this, right? You wall to your TC here. You need to keep your woodline safe. Because on this map, you know that around the starting area, there are only 2 woodlines. So the moment Otter gets in on this one, he can just think, well, okay, I denied this. I know there's another over there. Let's go there. So yeah, the moment you lose that single woodline, you need to keep it up to get the wall happier and keep the other one safe. And yeah, I'm going to go back on what I said. He went scouts as I suggested. But yeah, maybe if you're going scouts, sorry, if you're going for that amount of militia, I wouldn't mind seeing a couple of, I mean, even 2 ranges skirmishers to support that. If you're going that all in with the militia. Because realistically, the only thing from Otter killing the militia is going to be the archers. So if you've got a couple of skirmishers, when you know you are ahead in eco because you were undisturbed for most of the arcade and starting feudal, yeah, you just do that. It's going to be a little more expensive food-wise, and it's probably going to delay your castle age time, but then you can do more damage. So, or yeah, as Otter is suggesting, just go up to castle behind the Minotaur brush. Do not add the stable, or maybe yeah, you do add the stable as your second building, and you just go FC Knights or FC Cavalry Archers even. So overall, I like the idea by Johnny Walrus. The execution was just... Well, not even the execution, just the follow-up to the start was what killed him, basically. Anyway, that's enough about this one game. Let's go load up the second. Yeah, and of course, Otter defended very well. I would say amazingly well. He didn't lose a single fail in the arcade, so jokes aside, he did defend well. I mean, the first eco kill we saw in the game was from Otter on Johnny's gold. So no, wait, it was a lumberjack, not the gold miner. Okay, so game 2 is going to be on Confluence. And we have... Okay, we have Malians from Otter and Cumans from Johnny. Okay. I was actually wondering whether he would use the Cumans on this one. Because it's quite easy to wall. So I can see why players might want to go for a second TC. The thing is, if you do that, you're basically going to lose water, right? So... Ooh, and Johnny was trying to... Oh, Johnny likes to lame. Holy. So, if you go for the second TC, you're going to lose water because even if you just go dock opening, right? And then you drop the second TC behind that, even if you end up winning water in feudal, you're going to be later to castle. So your opponent is going to be up to castle faster. He's going to get that war galley upgrade. He's going to have fire ships against your fire rafts. Sorry, fire galleys. So you'll eventually lose water. And losing water on this is basically game ending. Wait, what's your boar? What happened? So we got 2 boars. Oh wait, that's Johnny, not Otter. What's wrong with the boar? Maybe the other one? Oh, Johnny was trying to take a boar. Okay. Wait, was he trying to lame or was he just trying to block? Oh, okay. He tried to lame as you were getting the boar. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the point we were at earlier. Johnny coming forward with the Vil. Okay. Otter will not see that. Ooh, he might. Oh yeah, he sees that. He barely catches that. Okay. Do we have Loom for Johnny? We do. Yeah, it's 1 Vil and 1 Scout against the Vil. Now 2 Vils and 1 Scout against the Vil and maybe the Scout, so... Johnny was trying to be sneaky, but just go the way around, right? Yeah, Otter should have the advantage here. Yeah, Johnny needs to run. He is ousted, so he does need that house. Okay, now you run. Ooh, he actually gets the Scout. That's nice. But Johnny's not going for a dock at the moment. Ooh, he takes the hill. No, run, Johnny, run. Okay, saves the Vil, which is nice. But now he's going to be behind Nico because Otter will have fishing ships out. Oh, he loses the Scout as well. That was nice from Otter. Why, villager? Why? Anyway. Okay. Dock from Johnny. Which is going to be on the same fish as Otter, which is not ideal. There's actually less fish on this one, on this generation than the ones I've seen or played. Oh, okay, Johnny just being super annoying with the Vils. Honestly, yeah, just wall in the wood line. I mean, Otter can still... Yeah, he's just going to go out that way. Otter sees that, and Johnny's build was already a little bit weak. Yeah. I mean, Johnny just walled his villain. His own villain, so... Yeah, that's not going to go well. I don't know why he went for the kill. Just wall the villain, right? You wall around the wood line, so you're going to make it more awkward for Otter to get wood. Or rather, you're going to make it awkward for Otter to send more Vils and increase his wood efficiency. Otter going for berries? Yeah, he is behaving a little bit like Maxi. Ooh, nice. House goes down. I think it was deleted, maybe. And Johnny is going to be very late to feudal age. Honestly, it would be funny if Johnny just came forward and dropped ATC here. Right? Suddenly you're denying the wood line. Oh, Jesus. Is he going to do it? No way. I don't like this TC position, but sure, let's go. Oh, it's going to get denied, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe not denied, but it's not going to be pretty. And I mean, yeah, Otter is already making fires. So what little eco Johnny had on water is going to get completely killed. And ooh, Johnny has no villagers left on wood. So he's not even going to be able to repair the TC. Of course, Otter doesn't know that, but yeah, that's not ideal. That said, Otter has no vills on wood himself. This is so chaotic. Okay, Johnny's just going to farm. Okay, Otter back to the wood line. And is this going to work? Seriously? I mean, Otter doesn't need to oh no, he does need to repair that. He's got no stone in the bank. Because he's dropping a tower. No, Otter, no. Now, Otter's stone is over here. Okay, he's going for it now. And Johnny, yeah, Johnny doesn't have the wood for a second TC. If at this point Johnny had the wood for a second TC, this would be an issue. But he doesn't, so Otter's still fine. I mean, yes and no. You're not supposed to be fighting the TC against Persians because you're always going to lose, or against Teutones or Georgians, or, you know, any civ which has an actual bonus for the TC drop. Against humans, you could do it, right? I see no reason why not to. Especially when the TC drop is this late. Because the TC was basically went up by the time you were in feudal. So you're going to have double bidax. He will not. Okay, Otter trying to drop a TC here. Realizes it's not the best spot. Or rather... Okay, no, the spot is fine. Maybe he didn't like the fact he was building with maybe 2 veils because of the space available. Oh, okay, no, he wanted one here. Ooh. Johnny chooses not to... Wait. Okay, Johnny is not fighting water. But honestly, he could try to. Now. Oh, he's dropping the second TC at home. Okay. I mean, he's still got a boar available if he wants to. Wait, does he see that? Okay, that tower is going to be annoying on the wood line. Sorry, on the gold. Oh, Johnny doesn't see the boar. That's sad. Okay, Otter is going to have the water because he won it with a single fire. He should be faster to feudal age. Yes, to castle age, sorry. He is just abusing the market. He needs a second building. Yeah, it's going to be an archer range. And Johnny, oh, going for another tower. I don't think Otter sees that. Okay, he knows about the house. So he might be thinking, oh, he's trying to wall me in. But who cares? I got all of this area and I'm up to castle. Tower is going to be a surprise. This tower from Otter will go down. But yeah, now Johnny is going to be in trouble because Otter can realistically, yeah, ooh, yeah, he's going to take this one down. Then you can drop the mining camp here, and that stone is going to be easy for the taking. Right, even if he gets only this one, it's 266. That's enough to get up to the stone for a castle. And a castle on, I would say, here to take down the TC and the tower from Otter should be game ending. John is starting to get his eco up, but he is ahead in bills. Well, he's got 2 TCs, as he's not going up to castle, so that makes sense, but yeah, he's going to be in trouble. And John, ooh, John is relentless. Okay, I need to check if I'm playing this guy as well, because now you want to. Oh yeah, there's the castle. That should be the GG moment. Oh, actually, he's got enough vills. He could be able to... And Otter's vills are weak. Okay, he should be able to vill fight this. Let's go, Johnny. Let's go. No. You need to put a single vill on every single enemy vill. That's how you deny it. No. He could have denied it. Oh. Yeah. Now there's also going to be battles. If Otter wants to, he's going archers, but he could do both. And yeah, now you just take... Yeah, either you keep making archers, or you go battles, or you stay on wood and you get up a siege workshop. He can do anything he wants. You know, the big brain move would have been, oh, I'm going to drop a castle, so he's going to run his veils. I'm going to prepare a demo to just get the veils. That would have been amazing, Otter. Well, Otter, I'm rooting for the opponent because he's the underdog and he's doing the funny strat, so... Okay, tower is going to be pretty nice. Also, I believe this is... I don't know if it's a capture visual bug. This should not happen because the castle is basically on the farm. Ooh, John is going to fight the villagers. Sorry, the archers with villagers. He's going to get the kill. Oh, I love this guy. But yeah, Otter is now just going to expand his eco. He is behind in vills, but that's because he's 2 TCs against 1. But it's soon going to be it's going to be 2 TCs for Otter and 1 TC for Johnny Walrus. Yeah, this one goes down. I doubt we're going to be seeing a second TC from Johnny right now. Although cannot fit here, not here. Yeah, there are no nice spots where to fit your TC. Which is a shame. Yeah, and Johnny calls the GG. He knows it's just a matter of time, right? If he was up to Castle, then maybe. But yeah, he's got nothing left for the time being. So Otter takes this one 2-0. Well played. Both games were very entertaining. I think we found a player who might be as crazy as Maxi. So, actually, let me check if they're playing each other. Please tell me they play each other. Spring 2, Season 6. Okay, so Johnny played Otter the first. No. No. Okay, yeah, Johnny is not going to be playing Maxi, which is a shame. Yeah, anyway. Let's look at statistics. Yeah, Otter, now I know what you meant on the Discord. Yeah, I can see why this would be a set most people would hate. But I believe the people who play the Alchemy League, all of them would like this kind of stuff. So I'm happy to see more and more people in the league doing this. Okay, so let's go back to the drafting table and take a look at the second set for today. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have Max Power against Maxi, whom we just mentioned. So Max Power, also known as Mark Landers, he is a fellow Italian player. We're from the same clan. He's around 1700. Well, actually, he has a highest of 1700 and currently sitting at 1600. Not his first time playing in the league. He joined last season. This is his second season playing. And on the other side, we have Maxi, player from Czechia. He is at a similar ELO rating, slightly lower than Mark Landers, but that's because Maxi plays like a madman, so I can see why his ELO would be, changing a lot. And being maybe not as high as it could be. As we were mentioning, he likes to play crazy strats, he lames a lot, he TC drops. He's a fun player to watch. And same as Mark Landers, this is not his first season playing in the tournament. So, looking at maps, we have the Thaw as our game 1. So this is going to be from round 5 as well. Sorry if we do not have that much of a map variety, but the second sprint just started, so the only rounds available are basically round 5 and maybe a set from round 6. I believe the next one is going to be from round 6. And games from sprint 1 are basically broken because of the amount of patches which came out. So yeah, for now we're going to have this. Map for game 2 is going to be Gugong though. As for civs, randomizer banned Khmer, Sicilians, Britons, Burmese and Incas. And then Max Power, he banned Mongols and Teutons, got his Italian pick sniped, and was left with Ethiopians, Magyars, and Portuguese. On the other side, Maxi banned Goths and Hindustanis. got his Spanish pick sniped and was left with Vietnamese, Saracens, and Cumans. Ooh. Okay. So I'm a little sad to seeing Maxi banned the gods, because I believe they would suit well his playstyle. But I see Vietnamese there. I mean, Vietnamese, you know where your opponent's TC is. That could be very useful on the thaw, right? If he wants to go forward and lame. So, let me load up the games. Where are they? Here we are. And let me change the scene. And here we are. Maxi in the blue playing as the Vietnamese, as I just predicted. And of course he's going forward. Of course he's going forward. Towards poor Mark Landers playing in the yellow as the Ethiopians. Now, here's the thing. Last time I casted Maxi, he was against another guy from Italy from our same clan, Lordek. And the first thing Lordek told me after he finished playing against Maxi was, this guy is crazy. So I would not be too surprised if he talked about this guy with Mark Landers as well. So Mark Landers should not be caught too much by surprise by this. That said, he loses to sheep. He might lose the Vil fight. He does have Loom though. And no, Otter, sadly, Johnny does not play Maxi. I'm also sad because I just, looking at the matches, I also noticed that I'm not going to be playing Ray this season, which I really wanted to, but yeah, that happens. Okay, so Maxi's lane doesn't go as well as it usually does. Of course he's going to come again. Of course. This guy never gives up. But I mean, the second board is in the back. Maxi doesn't know about that. He's going to run into the lumber camp. So, yeah, Mark Landers should be able to deny this. This guy has no chill. Oh, he's going to see the board. He doesn't have enough HP on this scout to lame that, but... No way. No way, Maxi. No way, dude. Okay, no, he's not going for the board. Jesus. He did go for the board. Please don't tell me he gets this. Why is Mark Landers not using the house to stop the board? Ooh. Okay, I mean, behind this, Maxi, 33 seconds of idle TC time. So, yeah. Is that his second board? Yeah, that's right. We saw the apprentice and now it's the master. I mean, Maxi also has a nice pool here with the fish. Mark Landers going for the berries instead. Okay. Okay, so Maxi kind of dialed back with the crazy aggression. Oh, he misses those sheep. Ah, he's going to see that. eventually go back for it. So he stole 2 sheep. Right, he lamed 1 boar. He's still missing 2 of his own sheep, but that's fine. He found the others. So Mark Landers is going to be down 2 sheep and 1 boar. I mean, he's got fish, so it's not the end of the world, but Max is almost up to feudal. There we go. Yeah, Mark Landers is also going to be pushing a deer. Hey Maxi, welcome. You got it just in time. We just saw your crazy boar lure here on Mark Landers' base. Okay, he's going for the deer on the mill. Makes sense. He's got no bills underneath the TC. All good. All good. Okay, Mark Landers still makes it up to Feudal Age, behind by, yeah, about 1 minute. He's ahead by 5 vills because Maxi has 1 minute idle TC time, which is around 3 vills, I believe. Now going to gold. I don't think he's going to have enough wood for a barracks and a second military building by the time he makes it to feudal. So he might be in trouble. Maxi is going for militia. Yeah, Maxi, I agree. Just what Otter said as well, because that was, I would say, pretty interesting. Okay, Maxi coming forward to militia. Should not find... Of course. Of course, he deletes his own wall to get in. That villain is going to run back to the TC. Sadly, Maxi did not have Man-at-Arm into queue, which would have been amazing. Ah, he's getting Man-at-Arm now. I think it's a waste, right? Okay, if I remember, Otter, correct me if I'm wrong, but Maxi does not go cavalry, right? He just goes infantry and archers. Okay, I mean, she's Vietnamese, so it makes sense to go archers here. He's going to be against the Ethiopians, but Ethiopians, they are on a single range. He is on 2, and he made a skirm as well. Okay. Mark Landers' scout goes down. Okay, we have fletching coming in for Max. Sorry, for Mark Landers. I believe no blacksmith from Maxi. He could afford it if he wanted to. I mean, if he builds a blacksmith now, he probably ends up winning the fight, right? He's going to have more numbers because of double range. He's going to have more HP because of the Vietnamese bonus. Yeah, but if I call them both Max, then it's not clear who I'm talking about, right? So... Oh, actually, I tend to call Maxi. So maybe Yellow's going to be Max and Max is going to be Maxi, I guess. Okay, Maxi, no, 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 go back. Do not take the fight. You got less numbers. Oh, sorry. Okay, we have scouts as well from max power, so this is going to be an issue for Maxi. He's not on farms yet. And yeah, I mean technically he should be ahead in military production, or at least in ranged unit protection, but there's also going to be cavalry from max power, which is going to be not that good. We do have Armorian for Maxi, coming in now for max power. And it's so annoying to micro against Ethiopians. I mean, Maxi getting some good hits. He does have more skirmishers than his opponent, but yeah, now the scouts are going to do the job. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Max is making good use of what little he's left, military-wise. He gets cleaned, but these units are pretty weak. Also, militia just lurking back there. Okay, Spear gets the kill. Should be able to kill the other one. Okay. Okay, there are no more scouts from max power, so Maxi, he would need to go full skirm here, but he doesn't have the food eco for the time being. Wait. Ooh, he went out for the hunt. I mean, that's risky, right? Because you're far away from your base, so if there are enemy units around you, you would be in danger. But Maxi, he cleaned the scouts. I mean, he doesn't know about the fact that max power is not adding more scouts. But he killed the scouts. He knows his opponent is just using his military here. So this is actually pretty safe. I mean, max power is not going to go to that side, right? But yeah, but now max power is up to feudal. We do have second archery range from him. And Maxi behind by 800 rest collected. He is going to be in trouble. Ooh, these archers should be finding... No, they will not find kills because the skirmisher attacked first. So yeah, Maxi notices in time, goes back. He might need a tower here on the gold. That militia still there. Max power. Ooh, yeah, he's going to see... Ooh, he might be able to deny this. Oh yeah. It's Ethiopian archers. Yeah, he denies that. Oh, never mind. Okay, he runs away. And ooh, oh no 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 no! If he finds this, it's a problem. Yep. Yep. He finds this. He knows there's stuff out here, so he's just going to go back there with units. I mean, honestly, with these resources and the fact you're up that much faster, with how open your opponent is, I know you're Ethiopians. Yeah, just go nice. Yeah, now crossbows in. Ethiopian crossbows as well. So These fights are not the best. He's going to clean Maxi, and yeah. And now he can just go back here and find kills. There's 13 bills out here. That's what, 1/3 of Maxi's equal, a little less than 1/3. And this single knight could kill so much. Armor is going to come in. I mean, this area... Okay, Maxi walling this up with stone walls. This is going to be a pretty safe area. I would like to see a wall from the market to the tower. Or maybe to the gold. Otherwise, if Max Power is ballsy enough, he could maybe try to just run through here, sit here, and kill stuff. So Max Power just adding eco behind this. Not a second TC yet, so he's just focusing on military for the time being. Maxi, I mean, he could buy the stone and drop a second TC. He's got vills here. Yeah, he's just going to go out. This wolf should be able to kill this woman. No? Yeah, look back at the base. 1 sec. This is more important. Oh! 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 Got it. Okay, we have elite skirm. That should... Ooh, I don't know if that's going to be enough. I mean, it's 6 skirms against 13 crossbows and 3 knights. Actually going for the stone. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. He also stopped making fields. Yeah. And Maxi just calls the GG. Okay, so Mark Landers takes the first game. Fun game, fun game. Maxi, as always, doesn't disappoint. And I'm actually going to go back real quick to that boar. Because that was amazing. Sorry if I keep scrolling down by mistake, but new mouse, still getting used to it. Okay. So Maxi, like a madman, just runs underneath the TC, passes by the boar, sees his opponent tries to take it, de-aggroes it with the house, shoots it. Max Power trying to de-aggro it as well. Oh. Amazing. Amazing. Just textbook Maxi. Love it. Anyway, let's look at statistics real quick and then we go into game 2. Yeah, overall more army for Mark Landers. He was ahead in Nico by not by as much as I would expect, given how Maxi played this. And yep, and look at that feudal time. I think So Maxi added some militia as it was going up. And he went forward with 2, right? He then got Man-at-Arm after a militia was dead. And he queued another militia behind that. So I believe if he waits like 30 seconds, just the time to get 1 militia out and get Man-at-Arm, and then he goes forward with 3 Men-at-Arms, or rather goes forward with the militia as they're becoming Men-at-Arms, that goes very differently because he manages to kill some vills on the woodline, and his opponent is basically rattled from that. So I'm not going to say that was the game-changing moment, but that would have helped him a lot. Anyway, let's load game 2, which is going to be on Gugong, which is sad because that's not an open map, so Maxi is not going to be able to do his usual shenanigans with delaming. Okay, Gugong, we have Marklanders in yellow, playing as the Portuguese. And on the other side, we have Maxi in the blue, playing as the Saracens. And Maxi, he is already going out. For what, though? He's going to the stone side. I mean, I was expecting him to go towards the area with the boars, just to get 1, maybe 2 of them. But no, he's going forward. Okay, so I've played against Maxi before on ranked a couple of times, and both times were on arena. And I know if he sees this boar, he's going to shoot it. I think the Vil from there will be able to shoot the boar. He is going to shoot it 100%. No! That's sad. Okay, he's just going to wall this. Yeah, but on this map it's going to be much more of an investment compared to Arena, right? Because Arena, normally you would have to wall 2 gates. Here it's 4. So time-wise and resources-wise, this is going to be a lot more expensive for Maxi. Ooh, okay, he's got the advantage here in the fight. They might be trading scouts. Ooh, okay. Yeah, just turn around to fight the Vil. This is going to be amazing. This is amazing for Maxi. Gets the scout. And he's just going to run away, right? This Vil is weaker than Maxi's. Ooh. And Marklanders is going to send a second Vil, so just idle time. Idle eco time for Marklanders. And he lost the scout, right? So he's not going to have map vision whatsoever. And the only area he scouted was his own base. Maxi might be able to take that Vil. No. Do not lose the scout, Maxi. Nice. Ooh, the Vils will be taking the... No. Okay, yeah. Okay, this Vil is dead. Oh, no. Okay, nice. Maxi noticed that. And Maxi gets a Vil, but loses the scout. Sorry, I missed that. I was worried about the boar. So overall, both players have no vision on the map. But Maxi, I would say he ended up being in a better position. Did you just seriously shoot the boar as you're being chased by a Vil? Dude, no. Okay, he's going to do aggro with this one. Yeah, and take that with the second. Yeah, okay. So well played. I know he lost the scout, and he's got a weak field, but he killed the field, he killed the scout, he got a boar out of this, he caused quite a bit of idle eco time on max power. So overall, he is slightly behind in rest collected, but I would say better situation for Maxi. Yeah, he also knows a little more about the map. I mean, both players should know what the map is like, right? Because this was played in round 3 or 2, I don't remember. So they've definitely played this one before. Okay, Max is going out for more. Ooh, and Marklander's made a single house here. Just to have vision. He's going to see... Max is going feudal. Maxi, are you trashing? Yes, he is trashing. Either that or he's going for the Saracens market build where you just... Okay, no, he's trashing. I was about to say maybe he's going to sell the stone instead of mining golds to go up, but no. Oh, he might lame his own board. No, no. Okay, villagers just being done with the pathing. Nothing new. Wait, did Maxi... Okay, Maxi did not see the outpost. Now, this outpost is still Dark Age. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Maxi just walks through here. Of course, the moment he sees opponent fails, he's just going to fight them. Why? What else would you do? And he's going to drop a barracks right within the line of sight of his opponents. He doesn't care. Okay, he might lose a vill. Yeah. Fight back, yeah. Oh, to militias? Okay. But now, what about your tower rush? It has been quite delayed. Oh, Marklander's just deleted the wall to go out. Okay. Maxi is just going to take the hunt here in the middle. Okay. Sending more vills. I guess these will be for the tower rush. Enemy Marklanders. Yeah, he's up to feudal, but he's got no resources to go up. He walled this, right? Okay. And yeah, he's just going to try to go up to castle from here. He's going to go to stone, so either he expects the tower rush, which is now coming, or he is just trying to go into working guns. Which is what normally Portuguese would be wanting to do anyway. Ooh, this tower will deny the gold, which is nice. Marklanders will have to delete some pieces of wall to go out. He does have more fills. Yeah, Maxi coming forward with militia. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I think that tower is completely denied. Attack the wall, yeah. Yeah, Maxi deletes it. Okay, now getting Man at Arms upgrade. Okay. This will go down, I believe. So it's 2 more hits from the militia, which are slightly faster, so they will take him. Maxi does have fletching, whereas Mark doesn't have it. Oh yeah, that tower will deny the gold. Maybe not this build, but yeah, we do have castle from Marklanders, so now he could just put everything on stone, drop a castle here, and he's going to be fine. Maxi quite far away from castle is himself. He added a spear for I don't know why. His eco is not looking the best, but it's not the worst, right? He's still taking sheep. He's still got the berries. Actually, the map generation was not kind to him with the stone and the berry generations. Oh yeah, he can just drop a tower here. Go for it, Maxi. Go. No, 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 no. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take down the tower. Okay, now if you see the stone... Ooh, he doesn't see the stone. That's sad. If he knew about that, he would be 100% dropping the tower here. I mean, he'll see it now. Yeah. Now, Marklanders does not have this stone for a castle, so he's just going for the siege workshop instead. Tower goes down, so Marklanders has no access to this gold. He still has this one. And yeah, Otter, I'm not even going to try to understand what Maxi does on close maps anymore. It's just pure chaos. Okay, yeah, no, this mangonel should be enough for Marklanders to just keep safe. That said, all of this from Maxi, I know he's behind, age-wise, and resources collected, but he's making it so that the Portuguese does not have the kind of game he normally would have, right? Where he just gets to get a castle, make organs, and be annoying with that. Maxi, he's about to go up. Yeah, there we go. He clicks castle himself. He's going to have enough stone for a castle, which I believe is going to be defensive. And then he can take it from there, right? And with Saracen Market, he could probably turn this into a fast imp. Well, not fast imp, but just get to castle and then try to get to imp as fast as possible without bothering with any kind of booming. And he's still making men at arms. Okay, so he knows about the mangonels. He figured, well, the moment these mangonels are done with the towers, they're going to come forward. I'm just going to snipe them as they come. So that's a nice addition. What? What? Maxi making a scout? Is this allowed? Okay, castle goes up its own for max power. Which is nice, right? You do not want, if you're Maxi, you do not want that castle on your face. He's up to castle himself. Does he know about the castle? He does. Now, if he's cheeky, he could just be like, oh, you drop a castle here? I'm going to drop it here. Okay, no. He's going for DCs, okay. Oh, there we go with the castle. So, yeah, I think the moment this one goes up, you just try to get to imp as fast as possible. Which is not going to be easy with 2 TCs production. But he does have Saracen's Eco. Well, rather, Saracen Market behind that. Crossbows? Alright. I mean, crossbows are going to get shot to death by the organ guns. This siege is going to come forward. And it might be enough to get into Max's base. Okay, I saw him buy some wood. For Siege Workshop, okay, yeah. Okay, Otter, so... do Mamelukes count as cavalry? To him? They're ranged, so... Also, I'm going to step away from my PC for 1 sec. I need to close the window. Okay, so we have a single mangonel coming out from Maxi. That should take care of the organ guns. Ooh! Ooh, nice shot. Ooh, nice shot as well from Marklanders. And Marklanders is close to Imperial. And yeah, Imperial here is the winning condition. Yeah, Marklanders didn't bother with the second TC. I mean, he is Portuguese, so he can allow himself to just go for an eco, for a clown eco. He should also be able to... I hear crossbows shooting. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so Marklander's up to Imperial. He could even drop Fritorias. If he wants to. Now he should not be able to get into Maxi's base with this. There is no defensive siege from Maxi, but still. Ooh, nice find. That was, yeah, 7 bills. Okay. 30C from Maxi. Ooh. I mean, sure, he's sending Rams. But maybe he needed those earlier, right? If he wanted to go for the kill on the castle. Oh, gets another build here, which is nice. I believe Organ Guns, they do have... Yeah, they have 1 bonus damage against the Rams. So they do not do too badly against them. Maxi up to Imperial. He does have the eco advantage, and that's just going to keep rising because he's now on 3 TCs. So, if he manages to hold this position long enough, I mean, this castle is going to go down eventually, but if he holds it for long enough, he might be able to take something out of that, and we do have Mamelukes from him. So, yeah. They don't count as cavalry to him, I guess. And right at the right time, right? Because Marklanders is going to be making knights. Probably trying to kill these ranged units. We do not have chemistry in, right? So there's not going to be bomber cannons anytime soon from Marklanders. Although he does have the resources for that. Yeah, Marklanders has been playing very defensively. I mean, he was also kind of forced into that situation, right? Because of the aggression by Maxi. Okay, another castle here from Maxi, who is ahead in builds. He is out because he lost this one, but he has Mangonels and Mamelukes. Oh, I mean, he had Mamelukes. He has Mangonels. He could be taking these organ guns. He will. Okay, he's going to lose the Mangonels, which is sad, but this is still somewhat fine. Castle will go up. Please go up. Yeah, it goes up. And we still have no Feitoria from Marklanders. So he is behind Nico. Ooh. Yeah, these are some nice eco kills from these organ guns. Weird Barrow from Maxi. It's actually his first eco upgrade, still missing double BDX and horse color. University, is he thinking about? Huh. Ooh, and Maxi just calls the GG. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe if he had more army behind this. If he has like 5 more military units behind us, then maybe he is still in it, but he lost his counter to the organ guns because he never remade the siege workshop. So yeah, he's cooked. He's not going to be able to kill these 3 tribes. And honestly, I think we just found another counter to the Mamelukes. Right, organ guns should be quite decent. Anyway, well played to both players. Let's look at statistics. Yeah, more army for Marklanders. Yeah, economy-wise, Maxi was catching up because he ended up having more vills. We'll see in a moment in the society tab. yeah, he ended up having 5 more bills. Okay, yeah, that was a good game. Again, I think if Maxi, the moment he understands he's going to lose this position, if he makes a second siege workshop here, and he has a couple of mangonels close to this castle, then he's fine, because the moment the knights come forward to snipe the mangonels, he is going to kill them with the Mamelukes, or they're even going to go into the range of the castle. And then with the mangonels, you can take down the organ guns and the traps. So had he made a single siege workshop here, I think he would have been in a pretty decent position, because he's ahead in bills. He's going to keep that advantage, because it's 3 TCs against, well, now 2. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the draft. We are done with this. And for our final set for today, we have Metalmania against Flymouse. So, Metalmania, player from Argentina. He started playing, I think, past season in the league, if I'm not mistaken. And as you can see, he has a highest of 1650 and currently sitting at 1550. So on average, he's a 1600 player. Flymouse, on the other hand, player from Germany, has played in previous seasons of the league, sitting at 1480 at the moment, with the highest of 1541. So slight little advantage for Metalmania. Now, as for maps, this was played in round 5. So our first map of the set is going to be Shatterplains. And then for our second game, we're going to be having Shimmerpool. Now, if you look at civs, we have the usual 5 banned by the randomizer: Portuguese, Persians, Hindustanis, Magyars, and Britons. Metalmania, he banned Bohemians and Malay, went on to be left with Burgundians, Burmese, and Georgians, because Byzantines were sniped. And as for Flymouse, he banned Cumans and Mongols and was left with Armenians, Italians, and Teutons, because his Turks pick was sniped. I'm not surprised to see Turks sniped, right? Because we have Shatterplains, which is kind of arena-like in style. So yeah, and that's probably also the reason why he banned Cumans, and you see Bohemians and Malay banned by Metalmania. Anyway, let me load up the game real quick. Here it is. And we can jump straight into the action. Okay, here we are. So, we have Flymouse in the blue, playing as the Teutons, and Metalmania here in the grey, playing as the Burgundians. So we're going to have two civs with very strong ecos. Teutons are also very nice to play on arena, because your team bonus basically shuts down any kind of monk play from your opponents. Now, I'm not too sure I like them on this kind of arena style map, because it's way more open than standard arena, right? And Teutons, they do not get what's called husbandry on their cavalry, as you can see. So they're kind of slow moving. Burgundians, on the other hand, they do have a strong cavalry. Rather, they have strong spikes with their cavalry, because the stable upgrades are 50% cheaper. So it's actually easier for Burgundians to go into Paladin. And I would say in 1v1s is probably the civ you see Paladins from the most. But they also have other strong options, right? They have fully upgraded halberdiers. They have hand cannoneers and bomber cannons, which deal, I believe it's 25% more damage. And that's insane because it applies both to the bonus damage, sorry, to the base damage and the bonus damage. So their hand cannoneers, I believe they have something like 17 plus 3 or plus 4 attack. And then they also get X bonus damage on their bonus damage on the infantry. So instead of dealing 10 bonus damage, I believe they deal 12, which is pretty nice. Actually, maybe it's 15% more attack on the gunpowder units. I'll have to double check that. Now, another thing which separates this kind of map from standard arena is that you have way less space in your base, right? So extra CCs, they're most likely going to be on the outside. So I believe this is my first time. No, it's not my first time casting this map. But I believe this should play out with way more units in Castle Age or even Feudal Age for map control. Right, on Standard Arena you would most likely see scouts for map control to get the relics. Whereas here I think it's going to be not just about the relics, but also preventing your opponent from expanding. Also, we do have the goals all concentrated in the middle, the extra goals, right? You have a couple outside the player's bases, but yeah, most of the gold is going to be towards the middle. Same goes for the extra stone. And ooh, Flying Mouse, is he going for the fish? He is. Okay. First time I see this. A little risky. Oh, yeah, he has Loom in queue. A little risky, but I like it. And it's quite similar to what we now see on Standard Arena with the chicken generation. I've seen a couple of people just go out and take the chickens with the single mill, both in 1v1s and team games. I'm still not sure whether it's worth it, but it's an option. And I mean, Teutons, you do have. Oh, he's going fast feudal. Oh, this is going to be a trash. Okay. I mean, does he know? Okay, he doesn't know about this. But a tower here? I mean, I'm not going to say it's game ending, but yeah, it's going to be tough for Metalmania to deal with, especially because you do not have. It's not like on Arena where you have an extra stone on the outside of your walls. Here, if you want some extra stone, you would have to go for the middle. Oh, it's not a Tower Rush. Now I'm sad. This would have been amazing. Is Flying Mouse going to see that? Okay, he now knows where his opponent's base is. Okay, he's making a house there. Okay, it's going to be a Tower Rush. He's going to get there a little bit late. And he is going to get housed if that's the only... Oh, no, never mind. He's not going to get housed. Yeah. Metalmania now knows about it. He should queue Loom behind this. He did. Oh, he even getting the stone mining upgrade. Okay, Yeah, Flying Mouse is going to drop a top. No. Oh, that's sad. That's quite lucky for Metalmania. And I mean, if Flying Mouse had just gone with the scout close to the had he hacked the wall, he would eventually seen the stone. Yeah, Otter, I'm still not convinced myself. I mean, I agree, it's very far away, so maybe not worth it to trash. But at the same time, you could get a generation like this. I mean, you shouldn't gamble, right? On getting a generation like this one. But at the same time, you're quite guaranteed to be denying either a wood line, a gold, a stone, right? So a tower rush could be paying off. I still think it's probably too far away to justify, but I could see it paying off. Also, it's 2 turns. Even if the tower rush doesn't go as planned, it's still not going to be that bad because, yeah, he already has horse color. With that amount of wood, he could drop, I believe, 8 farms. Now he knows about the stone. And honestly, he could just keep tower creeping here. He's going to win the tower fight anyway. Right, just garrison. Garrison and you win this fight. Yep. This tower from Metalmania is going to go down. If Fly Mouse decides to attack that. Yeah, that's insane. Now the good thing here for Metalmania is that being trashed kind of delays a little bit your... No, 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 just repair it, dude. No! No. So, yeah, generally speaking, being trashed delays your castle age time. And as Burgundians, you're not too sad about that because you can still get the eco upgrades 1 age earlier, so... So yeah, your eco is still going to be working very good. Very well, sorry. And behind this, yeah, Fly Mouse just dropping farms. Metalmania is dropping more, but they're more costly for him. So that's what, 600 wood. I always forget whether they are 33 or 36 wood. 42 tons. Well, actually, it might be just 40. Yeah, because I think it's a 33% discount on the farm, so that's 40, yeah. So what? That's what? 240? Yeah, 240. No. Yeah, 240. Getting wheelbarrow now, so the eco is going to be even more efficient. He will eventually take down this tower. Now, if you're extra cheeky, you could just take these 2 vills and this one and build a tower right there. So you have double tower taking down your opponents. Okay, he's opting for this one instead. Reposition your vill, yeah. Okay, so Metalmania should be able to click up any moment now. Just needs to sell the wood. Okay, he does know about that gold, so eventually he could go there if he wants to. Flammers will eventually take this position. And he is still denying the gold. So... And he's about to click up himself, which is amazing. Yeah, just missing the market. So one more bill and he should be clicking up. Scale barding armor, okay. Makes sense. I mean, you know your opponent is still open. I mean, he's kind of walled here, but you're eventually going to win this, so he is going to be open. Does he have a barracks? Not yet. So if he adds a barracks now, and maybe... Okay, there it is. Oh, he's going to go to be forward with the stable. Okay, that's nice. By the way, yeah, your opponent is pinned in his own base. So, yeah, you now make army. You take map control. You take the relics. Right, if you make scouts, or... As I believe he will be doing since you got the armor, if you go for knights, you could be running into your opponent's base. There's the attack. Ooh, okay, he knows about his opponent's gold. So he could easily hit this with some scouts or knights. That's the stable. Yeah, he's going to add a scout. Maybe even more just to get map control for the relics, and then he can easily go into the... This field should die because there's armor and attack on this scout now. Nice find from Flying Mouse. And it's going to be knight and siege push. Ooh. Wait, did Flying Mouse... Ooh, Flying Mouse does see the ram. So he wants to have a single mangonel to take care of that. Okay, nice TC from Metalmania. Yep, there's the mangonel. I would like to now see... Oh, it's going to be university. University? Oh, is he going to get guard tower? Oh, please tell me he is. That would be amazing. Guard tower would be huge here. Please get guard tower and do a tower siege in cavalry monk creep. I don't know. Please do it. He is going to get in. This stone got denied as well. So again, no stone access from Metalmania. He has no map control whatsoever. Yeah, Metalmania is making a single monk, but again, knights, Teutonic knights, Teuton knights, sorry, they do not care about that. Double mangonel now, so this TC will eventually go down. Just go for the monk. Yeah. Oh, come on. Really? That's sad. I guess the knight was still in line of vision, so the monk kept the charge. Oh, there it is. Guard tower. Thank you. Thank you, Flying Mouse. That's amazing. So now any kind of mangonels from any kind of mangonel play from Metalmania is not going to be enough to clean the towers. Like, you can still clean watchtowers with mangonels. You cannot clean guard towers. with mangonels. Also, if Flying Mouse starts sending more vills forward, he is about to have enough stone for a castle drop. And that would be devastating, because it's true that Metalmania is expanding, but it's 9 farms out here against 18 here, so most of his eco is here. That's what, 25 vills, plus 10 escaping, that was about half of his eco. And we got another tower, ooh. Should get denied. Flying Mouse taking back his knight. I convert my knight, you convert it back. I convert my knight, you convert it back. What? Forward TC from Fly Mouse, okay. This knight, he is killing some vills over here. Could get converted. Wow, that was fast. Okay, Mangonel exchange. TC goes down, so this knight will just murder some vills. Should get the second one. Thank you, pathing. Okay, now Fly Mouse knows about this. A single castle here would probably be game closing. Okay, he was about to get Atonement. He decides to cancel that. We have Devotion from Metalmania, who is sending some bills over here. Flame Mouse behind this just expanding. He's opting for Redemption instead, maybe probably to convert the mangonels. That makes sense, right? Because if he eventually comes forward here for a castle drop, the only thing Metalmania has at the moment which could deny that is, well, he doesn't have any right now, but he could be making siege. And Flamehouse doesn't know that his opponent has no siege. We do have Cavalier though. And do we have relics? No, Flymouse is... He is ignoring the relics. Okay. Ooh, Scout and the Mangonel killing so many monks. And Metalmania, he is in trouble. I mean, he's going to clean this, right? But there's a second monastery from Flymouse. So now that he knows his opponent is on Cavalier, he could just be like, okay, I'm just going to convert them then. Okay, we got light cav. Did Metalmania see? Okay, he just now sees the second monastery. These scouts, they do have devotion, so they should not get converted. Ooh, that's ballsy for for Metalmania. And Flymouse sees that. Okay, he's going to know it's a TC, so he might have thought, oh, is he going to come forward to castle drop me? But no. And he is the one going forward to castle drop. He just bought this stone needed. That's a nice castle. Could have been more forward, but yeah, I'll take it. He could just have mangonels sitting underneath here. Okay, he needed to send some monks. Yeah, it's going up. Right? Ooh. Yeah, no way it gets denied. Yeah, it goes up. He's Suitons, so he's going to have murder holes. So these cavaliers are going to die. Oh yeah, let's go. Teutonic Knights. Let's go. Honestly, full Teutonic Knight is probably the play here. Yeah, Metalmania calls the GG. Very well played from Flymouse. Very well played. See, and that's what I meant when I said this does not play out like Arena. Because on Standard Arena, what Metalmania did, right, just dropping Eco behind the Tower Rush, could work. But here, if you want to drop Eco behind that, you have to go outside. And that means you're exposed. So, well played from Flymouse to know that and add the stable to have some army. Now, I don't know if he did that because he knew his opponent would have to go outside to expand his eco, and so he thought, well, I'll go up and make some knights. I don't know if that was the thought or if he just wanted to have some scouts for map control. He didn't get any relics, so I doubt the scouts for the relic play was his intention. Oh, well, he didn't win with Teutonic Knights, right? He just made them now when he had already won, basically. Ooh, also this TC got denied. Okay, I just noticed that. So yeah. Yeah, very aggressive play from Flymouse. Very nicely played. Let's look at statistics. Yeah, again, Metalmania was ahead in eco, mostly because of Burgundy's eco. But he never fielded enough army to be able to basically counter his opponent's play. Yeah, now Flymouse was ahead in eco. I mean, field-wise. He was later at adding the DTCs, but that's fine. Okay, so game 1 goes to Flymouse. Let me load game 2. Which is going to be on Shimmerpool. Okay, here we are. And we have the 2 Mule Cart civs, Armenians from Flymouse, and Georgians from Metalmania. And both civs are No, I prefer Georgians here. I was about to say they're both very nice for this map, but I do prefer Georgians. Because Armenians, they do have a crazy eco, right? Because their technologies at the mule cart are more effective, 20% more effective. And on water, they tend to be amazing because of that, and also because they have access to galleys which shoot an extra projectile. Now, the thing is, on this map, you're not going to go galleys. You're going to go for fires. So that water bonus, it doesn't really apply. And as for the mule cart technologies, that's still an amazing bonus, but it's going to come into play from feudal onward. Whereas Georgians, they start with a free mule cart. So their build is going to be smoother, and they're going to be getting to feudal with basically a better eco setup. So they should have the advantage in the fire galley war. And they also have, outside of navy, they do have the better land options. So the moment this water stops counting and you need to switch to land and go, I don't know, scouts, archers and whatnot. Armenians do have better archers, but with this generation where there's no ice, so you have to walk around, maybe scouts is a better choice because of the mobility. And look at this fly mouse. He is just patrolling the shoreline. Oh, he misses the villager by a hair. But yeah, he's now going to come back. But I guess there's already the palisade, so Metalmania is not going to be losing that ville anytime soon. Getting the second boar in. And so far, pretty standard build from both players. I mean, normally you would have 5 villas on wood. But I guess with both civs you can do 4, right? Georgians, they have that mule cart for free, so they save on that wood at the start. Armenians, the mule cart are cheaper wood-wise compared to lumber camps to begin with. And they do have cheaper mule carts as well, so yeah, they can probably pull off a 4 villas on wood build. He is missing the wood for a 3rd fishing ship, but yeah, with this amount of deep fish, maybe you stop at 2. Okay, Metalmania is up. Very tight. Well, not that tight. Slightly faster than usual. Fly Mouse, on the other hand, is not up. And he does have more idle TC than his opponent. Do we have loom for both players? Yes. And Metalmania is probably going to add a second dock here. Okay, more villas on wood from Metalmania, who could easily open double fire and then switch to land. Right? He's going to have 50 seconds to kill his opponent's fish. And honestly, after you kill your opponent's fish, I don't know if you want to invest that much more into this. I mean, you could still invest, but you're this far ahead, just go for land military as well. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Fly Mouse is opening with his fire galley, but it's probably not going to work. Or rather, he's going to lose water. Yeah, there's going to be probably a stable from Metalmania right now. Right, he's Georgians, that's what you might want to go. Oh, archer range instead, okay. And yeah, Flying Mouse's fish is dead. I guess he's attacking the dock, not the fishing ship. Okay, now the fishing ship is going to go down. Perfect. I think the fourth fire, I'm not a fan of. I mean, you've basically won water. Don't overinvest. Just go for archers and kill on land as well. Okay, Flymouse knows about the blacksmith. Doesn't know about the range. But, I mean, if you see a blacksmith, you should be thinking either, oh, maybe I missed the market and this guy is going fast castle. Or, if you think your opponent is going land military, then that has to be a range, right? It's very, very rare that people would go for stable blacksmith. If you say blacksmith, it's generally because you want to defletching for the archers. Okay, we do have 3 archers for... Ooh, Flying Mouse made a spear, thinking his opponent would be opening scouts. Which makes sense, you're against Georgians, you expect scouts from them. Metalmania missing a mill. Which, again, I feel like I say this every time I cast this map, but... the fact you have no berries... yeah, basically... screws with your build so much, because you're not going to be building a mill on nowhere. Just go for farms, right? And you have no berries, so you do not automatically go for that one. So you get to that point in Feudal Age when you're like, oh, wait, right, I need a mill for my farms. Flying Mouse making use of his mule cards and going for the hunt, the extra hunt you have on the sides. He needs to be careful because there are a lot of, you know, angry bears here. Just... is that 11 bears? Yeah, 11 bears on this side. Ooh. Okay, some archers here from Flymouse, they will not be able to get in. Let's see. Oh, my 10 minute goes back. Ooh. That's lucky for Flymouse. Okay, Flymouse could be able to get in. I think he's trying to go around too much. Just go straight for... Just click into your opponent's base. Your units will do the rest. Yeah, Metalmania is going to sacrifice some archer HP. Ooh. Ooh, that's... Yeah, that hurts. Flymouse now going for the market. He is not in a good spot. He lost his forward. He lost the water. So yeah. Okay, he's coming for with more on this side. He might be able to... Okay, no, that's not open. There's a tree right behind the house. So Metalmania still kind of safe. There's a hole there. Unless there's another tree. Okay, yeah, he spotted that. And here, yeah, this is completely closed. Metalmania just dropping eco. He is ahead by 700 resources collected, so he should, in theory, be faster to castle it, finding some kills. Well, nah, he didn't kill a single vill, I believe. How many of those? Yeah, no eco kills. So these archers might be able to get in, but realistically, Metalmania has enough to take the fight, right? You got the hill, just stay here and attack. Also, Metalmania does have the armor. Flymouse does not. Flymouse with the tower on the wood line to protect it. This actually opens a window of opportunity for Flymouse, sorry, for Metalmania to go around and maybe hit the gold. Flymouse just repositioning his gold miners. Probably going for this. Or even, yeah, this one. But I believe, yeah, we have a castle age from Metalmania. Oh, this single archer is going to be so annoying. Oh, never mind. There's still the tree behind that house. So no, that archer will not find any kills. Okay, I like this from Flymouse. He dropped the tower, right? So he knows, oh, I'm going to be lacking stone eventually when I get to castle to drop a second TC. Let me just send out a single build to get that. Okay, stable now from Metalmania. Getting bloodlines, so we're going to have a knight switch. Or maybe just a, you know, crossbow knight combo. Flymouse will be behind by a couple of minutes to castle age. Oh, actually maybe even more because he's skewing more bills. He does have this tower protecting, but I mean, there are 24 bills. 5 will fit into the tower, and the other 19 will be just outside, getting shot. Yeah, behind by 2 minutes, 30, basically. Ooh, Metalmania finding this. I don't know why. So I'm guessing that's one of the vills which was out here, taking the hunt. Okay, extra TCs now for Metalmania. He's got enough wood that he could easily drop the churches as well. That will give a 10% increase to his villagers' work rate in a 10 tile radius. around the church. Metalmania just keeps being annoying here in the back with crossbows. Well, not annoying for the time being, but he's just prowling for some kills. The bears, as usual, just being annoying. Second to see on the woodline, but ooh. Huh? Where are these fields going? I see no castle on the map, so... Huh? Ooh, TC. Yeah. We'll get the knife for the time being. Oh, okay, no, it's CA from Metalmania, okay. Oh, I guess Metalmania tasked these villagers from here to here, but this was completely walled, so they just went all the way around. That makes sense. And Georgian CA, it might sound like a meme, but they actually regenerate, right? So that's not too bad. I think that's 8 HP per minute. That's what it indicates. So they're pretty decent overall. In Castle Age, right? Eventually you do not want to stay on CA because you lack Thumbring. You do have heavy CA. And you do have Part in Tactics. I mean, missing Thumbring is huge on CA, so not too convinced. Churches for Armenians now. Going for the relics. Got one for free due to the bonus. Has Metalmania dropped any churches? No, so he's not making use of that bonus. Ooh, horse color coming in just now. Ooh. After 25 farms. Okay, ballistics coming in from Flymouse. That should help against the CA, but yeah, I mean, Metalmania has already switched out of those and he's focusing on knights. He probably opted for CA at the start of Castle Age because they cost no food. So they're kind of easier on his eco. There's the church. And they have mobility. So maybe as an opener, they're better, but he's now just going into knights, which are his saves strength. Ooh, getting some kills here on the farmers. And yeah, he's ahead by 30 vills. Almost doubled the army amount. Oh, Fly Mouse will get a single couple of conversions on this. Ooh, so they do retain the regeneration, right? Hmm. Interesting. Unless that's a CA bug. Well, CA as in capture race, not a cavalry archer. Fly Mouse really likes his monk play, right? We saw that in the previous game, we see it now as a defensive option. And I mean, overall now 3 TCs from both players. So Fly Mouse is going to slow. Oh, actually no, Metalmania is on 4, and he's now adding the churches. Oh, capture it does not show the range for the bonus, but it's a couple of tiles longer than the wider than the attack range. So these two should be touching here, and maybe it gets here. Yeah, big fight here in the middle of Flying Mouse's base. Metalmania now has to kind of fall back. They have the same army amount, but there are some monks here from Fly Mouse. And you do not really want to lose your units now, if you're Metalmania. Fishing ships will go down. I mean, it is kind of nice for Fly Mouse. It's not the end of the world for Metalmania. He has long since switched to the farming. Huh. Wait, we have a transport ship from Metalmania. What for? I mean, he is on stone. Do you think he's going to get enough stone for a castle, load the vills in here and just drop it on his opponent's face? Ooh. Oh, careful, Fly Mouse. I mean, there are monks in the middle hitting those crossbows, but they will eventually go down. Yeah, TC is targeting the monks now. Those are huge losses for Flying Mouse. Yeah, that was most of his army, and we have Imperial from Metalmania. And once Fly Mouse sees him from his opponent, yeah, that's probably when he's going to be calling the GG. He is behind by 40 bills. Has no army left because he lost all of his crossbows underneath the TC. And wait, did Metalmania just transport these units. More TCs from Flymouse. I mean, yes, you have to catch up with Eco, but at the same time, if you do this, you're just going to be staying longer and longer into Castle Age. And yeah, Metalmania 15, 20, 10 seconds away from Imperial. Let's see how Flymouse reacts to that. Okay, he's going to stay in the game. But yeah, now there's going to be Cavalier, Blade Bearing Armor. We have Monasp as well on the field as well. Second castle here. I mean, from a defensive standpoint, that's an okay position. If you want to go Monaspas, then maybe I do not like that, because then you're going to be having your two production buildings on opposite sides of the map. So I don't know. I'm not too convinced about this. Oh, okay, he was going for the relic, okay. Wait, how many does he have? They have 2 each. I mean, even if Metalmania gets all the relics on the map, his opponent is Armenians, so yeah, he gets one for free and just denies that countdown. Okay, we have Asnauri Cavalry coming in from Metalmania. That's going to reduce the pop cost of his cavalry. By, I believe, 20%. And we have Elite Monaspa coming in as well. Oof. We do have Imperial from Flymouse, but his opponent is going Cavalry, and Flymouse is playing very open. And the moment we have Elite Monaspa in, they're not going to be caring too much about the TC fire. They could even take down the TCs quite easily, if they wanted to. I mean, same goes for Cavaliers at this point of the game, right? I'm not sure why Metalmania is switching to skirmishers, but yeah. Yeah, Flymouse is not now trying to wall, but I think that's a little bit too late. Bearbricks, so he wants to go into pikes, I suppose. And, I mean, he's got the food eco for that. He's got the wood eco. He's missing the gold for the upgrades. He could probably get to that by just abusing the market. So yeah, maybe this current switch was because Metalmania thought, okay, I'm seeing no units from him, but he's Armenians, right? So either he's going into archers or pikes to counter my cavalry, so it was probably kind of a preemptive switch from Metalmania. So Flymouse makes it to the Imperial Age. He will have the gold for Halberdier upgrade. Oh, he opts for block printing instead. Ooh. I don't know about that. We also have Hussar coming in from Metalmania, so he's probably going to keep his gold. E ragazzi, grazie per il ride. But yeah, I don't see how Metalmania comes back on this. Sorry, Flying Mouse comes back. Metalmania is too far ahead. Full hazard spam now. He is adding stables to both sides. Hey Perk, spero che il set sia stato interessante stasera. Elo, allora. Abbiamo Metalmania che è attorno ai 1500. No, anzi, scusate, 1600, mentre Fly Mouse è attorno ai 1500. Quindi c'è un certo vantaggio per Metalmania. Mark Landers è stata il secondo set che ho acquistato. Questo è il terzo e sarà anche l'ultimo. Tra l'altro penso che stia volgendo al termine. Ok, Halberdier from Metalmania. It's not in time, I guess. Yeah, 59 army for... Sorry, Halberdier for Fly Mouse, it's not in time, because Metalmania, 59 units. Siege Ram with Siege Engineers. Yeah, this is going to be... yes, it's a 1cc start. This was not originally a 3v3 map, because this was made for this tournament specifically, so... If you're referring to the old version of the map, which was... I think that Chariot presented it for another tournament and was rejected. I think the start was a Nomad start, but I might be mistaken. If Tech is in chat, he could add more to that, because he's the maker of the map. Yeah, Flymouse just calling the GG. So this ends 1-1. And I mean, I think Flymouse overall is not going to be too unhappy with how things went, right? He manages to snatch a win from his opponent, which is nice considering he was the underdog here. So yeah, it should be a good result for him. Metalmania just felt stronger on a more open map, whereas Flying Mouse just had a better game plan for game 1 on a more closed map. So yeah, well played. Let's look at statistics. Yeah, way more army for Metalmania. Economy-wise, yeah. 26 res ahead. Well, 26k, sorry. Better up times. Oh yeah, it does look like a Sauron's Eye. That's true. Anyway, that was the last game for today, so I believe I'm going to end the stream here. Let's see if there's anyone I could be raiding. Tom was online, but he just went offline. Oh, no, okay, he's still online, so I'm going to raid Tom Snuffles. So, thank you to anyone who joined. Grazie ragazzi ancora per il ride, grazie per i follow. And I will be seeing you next time. Bye bye.